So, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining this group. I really hope it's going to make a big difference to a lot of people in this obviously very challenging time. I see some really familiar faces, but I also see some new people that I don't know and who don't know me. So I'm just going to quickly introduce myself. So I'm Anne Whitehouse. I'm a specialist in women's empowerment and I'm an author, but I've spent many years really specializing in releasing subconscious fears, dealing with stress, anxiety, and all the things that we are going to need to be looking at over the coming weeks. So I was busy doing book promotion for my new book, Pull Back Your Power, but that's all on hold because we have a much more urgent need. And I have skills in dealing with the kinds of feelings that people are going to be coping with. So that's why I'm offering my time to create this support group that I hope is going to be really, really useful to lots of people. So a bit of housekeeping. You should have all received an email where I explain what we're going to do and also what this group is not going to do. So really want to emphasize for anybody who doesn't know me that I am not a medical doctor of any kind. I'm a PhD scientist. So whatever we are going to be doing in this group is going to be completely compatible with anything, any treatments you're having, any medication you're having, any alternative therapies you're having. It's completely compatible, and you are under no circumstances to change anything that you're doing because you're doing these sessions with me. Also, I want to quickly add that if you are listening to the recording, do not do that while you're driving, because some of the exercises we'll be doing may very well make you drowsy. So that's very important for safety that you do not do that. So what are we going to do in this group and why are we going to do it? Obviously, we have this horrendous issue that the planet is dealing with, and it is completely out of our experience. And this means that it is going to freak us out, and this is natural. And I always want to really emphasize the fact that it is completely normal, even if you're somebody who is normally very sensible and down to earth and doesn't get freaked out about things. Because this is beyond our experience, it's inevitably going to trigger a whole load of programs and old things going on in the subconscious mind, and so that will then bring up all kinds of feelings. So we can't do as individuals anything about the actual situation. Those are the facts. Other people have to deal with that. But what we can do, we can take control of our mental and emotional well-being. And this is so incredibly important for us to do that. So a lot of people, and myself included, we have people in our lives that are relying on us. We have parents and partners and siblings and children, and we have colleagues, and we have people here. I know in this group there are people who are on the front line in medical profession, and other people who are doing jobs that have to continue if society is going to function. And so it's so important for those of us who need to stay strong to do everything we can to keep that mental and emotional balance. And we have a lot of control over that if we know the tools that are going to work for us. So the other thing, of course, is that when we have our stress and anxiety ramping up out of control, it's established scientifically that that is going to impinge on our immune system. And of course, we all want to stay strong at the moment. But there's also another factor, and over our weeks together, you'll hear me talking about this more and more, and that is the group consciousness. So the group consciousness, you can think about it like a sort of a field of energy that we're all plugged into. And we can, that at the moment, the group consciousness is absolutely fear-based. And you can see that with the effect it's having on, for example, the supermarkets, the panic buying and all of this stuff. We don't need this. We need everybody to ramp down that stress and to be able to be calm, clear, focused, so that we can be as strong and as supportive, and then the whole of society is going to function better. Now, the thing with the group consciousness is that we automatically plug into it. So when you see a news report, you get a headline on your phone, And it's just going to be telling you something which is likely to trigger fear. There's all the other stuff, which is the other side of the coin, but that's not saying that. It's always going to be fear-based because that's the nature of news. But when that happens, you plug that into that negative energy, it then magnifies, you feel worse, and the stress begins to ramp up. So what we're going to be doing, as well as working on ourselves, is really having the intention of unplugging from that group energy, creating a calm, focused energy of our own, which we can choose to stay in. And the more people unplug from the fear, the more we take power away from that and shrink that field. And more people take on a really calm mindset, the more that energy is going to grow. So it's a snowball effect. So that's why it's so important to do these things as a group, because when we bring more people in to this energy of the group, we're going to be magnifying the energy of calmness, if that makes sense. So what my plan is that I'm going to be teaching you techniques that you can use by yourself during the day whenever you feel stress or anxiety ramping up. So we're going to do one of those today, and that's something I want you to have like a first aid with you that you can use whenever you need it. And then I'm going to do a bigger sort of guided visualization. And for that, we're going to be going into our subconscious minds as a visualization, and we're going to be releasing all the energies of fear and stress and anxiety that we are inevitably storing. So after we've done that, then I will be making the recording available so that you can do that, do the exercises again as many times as you need. And I think that's it. I think we can get started. Let me just check my list. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing is I want to teach you a really simple technique that's going to help you whenever you feel fear or anxiety. When something comes into your mind or you see that headline, it's something that you can do straight away. So I want to talk you through it, and then we're going to do it. So what you're going to do is you close your eyes, you put your hands over your heart, and it's really important that it's not too light a touch. You want a little bit of firmness, because that brings security to the body. And when you're worrying about something, your mind has its attention on the issue, away from you. And what that has the effect of making your subconscious feel really, really unsafe. It goes more into fight or flight, and the more it focuses, the more that's going to get worse. So putting your hands on your chest, and then you'll bring your focus onto that sensation of your hands on your chest, and then I'm going to talk you through breathing into that, and that pressure provides a new focus for your mind. And what you'll find is that the longer you hold that, your mind begins to feel safer, and the stress will begin to go down. So it's so simple, it's very quick, but it's incredibly powerful. So what I want you to do now is all have a go at this. So close your eyes, just take a gentle breath, put your hands onto your heart. Now allow yourself to think of some aspect of what we're going through that is worrying you, or stressing you out, or terrifying you, whatever. And you're allowed to feel that level of anxiety, just for a moment, but then say, okay, I'm going to now do this exercise just for a moment, then I can go back to worrying if I need to. So bring your attention to the sensation of your hands on your chest. And I want you to breathe gently. And as you do so, you're going to feel your ribs moving and your chest moving. And I want you to really hold that focus. You hold that sensation in your consciousness. if you find that the worry or the fear begins to take over again, all you do is just press a little bit harder with your hands, and that will bring your attention back into your chest. Now, as you breathe, you can imagine breathing in a beautiful, sparkly energy. And each time you breathe in, feel that energy or imagine it getting bigger and stronger, and just feel that growing inside your chest. And as you do this, you want to become more and more aware of your actual body. So that the feel of your heart beating, sensation of your breathing, and that really reassuring pressure of your hands. So every time the worry or the fear comes back into your mind, you just push very slightly more and allow your attention to come back to this moment. What you'll find is that your stress level begins to go down, your body begins to relax. And that's because your subconscious mind is no longer panicking. Okay. So that's something which is incredibly powerful, incredibly useful, and it's also really, really quick. So if you are dealing with something, if you've had to go to work or whatever it might be, you can just take 2 minutes, do that, your stress will come down, your mind will feel clearer and calmer, and you'll then be able to carry on with whatever it is that you're doing. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through a much deeper visualization. So I want you to make sure that you are comfortable. So what this is designed to do, it's designed to take you into your subconscious mind. And in there, you can imagine that the stresses, the fears and the anxieties, these are going to be caused because of what our subconscious mind believes. We've got two different things going on here. We have the actual facts, and then we have how we are interpreting them. And I've worked with the subconscious mind for a couple of decades now. And I know absolutely that on the surface, we have a certain set of beliefs about what's happening. And in the subconscious, we have a completely different set. And our subconscious minds are very likely to be using a different benchmark. They're going to be comparing our situation with what happened in the past. They're going to be looking at historical traumas around terrible diseases. But of course, we are in a very different situation. We have medical understanding, we have lots of technology that can help us through this situation. So our subconscious doesn't know this, it doesn't update, it's going to be using these old patterns. And so that's going to then magnify what the stress, the fear, and that's going to then have a knock-on effect, making us react more strongly to every bit of news that we hear. Right, so I want you to make sure that you're comfortable and close your eyes. Okay. So I want you to breathe gently. Now imagine that you're surrounded in a very soft pink energy, like a soft light. And I want you to allow that energy to kind of support you. Because our purpose here is to make your body feel that it's safe. So imagine that very soft pink energy soaking in through your skin, soaking into the tissues of your body. You're breathing it in, it's filling your lungs, and it feels so safe and so soft. You can just relax into it. Now imagine that that energy has soaked into your bloodstream and it's now flowing around your body. Every vein, every artery, every capillary. And now every single cell in your body is filled with that beautiful, soft pink energy. Now in your cells and in your mind, there are the patterns of stress, of fear, of the unknown. And these are triggering stress and just magnifying the facts of what's actually happening. So as you continue to breathe in this pink energy, I want you to imagine that it's beginning to loosen up those patterns. And your body feels so supported that it's safe to begin to let go. So now I want you to imagine the energy that is your fear, your stress, your anxiety, whatever that might be. But because we've brought in this soft pink energy, you can begin to feel a little bit detached from it. It's there, it's been growing, but it's now in your power to allow that to release. Now, people think that we don't have much control over what our subconscious does, but when you know what's going on there and you really bring in your conscious attention, you can absolutely influence it. So we don't have to have those subconscious programs bringing us down. We can take control and we can begin to reprogram and get a more balanced response. And that's what we're going to start to do. So as this is our first session, we're just going to keep it very, very simple. I just want you to allow whatever energy, whatever patterns, whatever beliefs are causing your stress and your fear, to allow those things to be released or dissolved or evaporated in any way that you want to imagine it. So all you need to do is just allow those things to come into your mind and then imagine the pink energy dissolving them away. That's all you have to do. And doing this in the group here is going to make it a lot more powerful and effective than if you were doing this by yourself. That's why it's so beneficial to come together as a group. So keep relaxing, gently breathing in the pink energy. And just with your intention, allow it to dissolve away those patterns that have been magnifying your stress and your fear. And while we're doing this, you may find that you feel particular tension or stress or anxiety in a particular part of your body. You might feel it in your chest, you might feel it in your throat, it might be in your stomach. If you do get that, all I want you to do is to imagine breathing the energy into that part of your body and visualize it, or just ask it to dissolve that tension away. Keep breathing in the energy. Keep imagining that soft pink energy surrounding your body, making it feel safe. And while we're in this relaxed state, let's bring in some discernment. So what I mean by that is that our subconscious minds are not on board with the facts of our situation. They are going to be running a worst case scenario. So let's just bring in what is the actual truth. And you can imagine all this worst case scenario that your subconscious is running. Imagine it like a computer program. And we're just going to stop running that one. And we're going to bring in a new program, which is the truth. And yes, the situation is extremely challenging and very scary and it's the unknown, but it is not as bad as our subconscious minds think it is. So just imagine we are deleting the old program and bringing in a program of the truth instead. Good. So now just bring in or focus on the strength of your mind, your body. And know that the more you allow it to relax, the more you take the time to release stress and anxiety, but the more you will be able to cope physically, mentally, and emotionally. So now I want you to imagine a beautiful copper coloured energy flowing up from the earth, up through your legs, through your body, right through your head, right down to your fingertips. And it's replenishing your system, making you feel stronger, more anchored. And all the new information that you've brought in, imagine it being integrated. This is your new normal. It's bringing the understanding that we can deal with this situation, we can get through it, and we will. And the more that we support each other in any way possible, the better it's going to be for everyone. So allow that knowing to soak into every cell of your body, soak right through your mind, just allowing your body to feel safe, allow your mind to feel safe. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes. So when you do one of these exercises, we are going deep into our subconscious, and that means that we do change our brain. We're going down into the sort of alpha state as opposed to the beta state, which is our conscious mind. And when we're in that state, that is when we are going to feel safer. Everything is going to begin to relax, and it's just really deeply beneficial, even if we weren't working on releasing the stress. So it's just so good for us at any time. Just want to check a few things. Yeah, so having done this, you will probably feel a bit spaced out. This is completely normal because you've relaxed, because we've done these, because we've brought our brain waves down. So I really recommend that you have something to eat and a hot drink as soon as possible, because that will help to ground you back into your body. So I will make the recording available as soon as possible, and it is going to be beneficial to listen to what I've done and repeat these exercises. The more we can stop our stress from ramping up, the better it's going to be, and the more in control we're going to remain. It's just so very important. If you have any questions, you can email me, and the address is Anne with an E at feminineconfidence.com. So Anne@feminineconfidence.com, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And also, if you haven't done so already, do join the Facebook group, because I'm going to, again, try to be in there as much as I can, giving support in any way that I can. So I think that's it for today. Let me just put on everyone. Over the weeks, and obviously this is going to go on for some time, we're going to be going deeper into the process. We're going to be working to build a much calmer, more focused, relaxed consciousness energy, which, when we do that, is going to begin to counteract the panic that we're going to get from other people. So the more we can stay focused, the stronger we're going to be, the healthier we're going to be, and the more we're going to be able to support the people in our lives who are relying on us. So I think that's everything for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you've got something out of this, and I look forward to seeing you next time. So lots of love, and